guys, welcome to ANX Quickcast, a 10-minute recap of the latest gaming updates, anime news, and TV series. I'm Unbiased Ann, and I'm here with Genesis.
What up?
On today's episode, we're reviewing Star Trek Discovery Season 5, Episode 3, Jinaal. So, before we get started, you got any news?
Same news as always. We hit our 2,000 sub goal. By the time this video is out, that should be an active giveaway. So make sure y'all check that out. There actually might be two. Maybe. So check it out.
Okay.
So anyway, what is this episode about?
So, Episode 3, let's see. Saru is getting settled.
Action Saru or regular Saru?
Regular Saru.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of getting settled into his new role with his fiance,
Okay.
Trina, President Trina.
From Florida?
No.
Trick love the kids?
No.
Okay. All right.
The Michael Burnham and group are headed to Trill. We knew they were going to be, heading there after the last clue.
Right.
But one thing they were able to do before they left is track down by the the Trill spots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on. There was Trill spots on the little piece.
Right. The piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, the piece of the puzzle. They were able to track those down because they're like fingerprints.
Mm-hmm.
So we see them going to Trill and engaging with the original, which is actually Jinaal. They're engaging with him to find the next hidden piece.
Okay. So, I mean, this episode itself turned out a little bit better than I thought it would. I thought it was just going to be a whole recap of Trill, help me out here. Trill, whatever, the things that they do.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Because we've seen that. We've seen this.
Symbiotes and stuff.
Yeah, we've seen where you can temporarily take over like somebody else's body and talk to previous host, and we've seen all that on some episode of DS9,
mm-hmm.
right? So I was like, I don't want to waste a whole episode of their final season, right?
Yep.
Recapping that, ended up being okay, right? I was like, okay, like they didn't just do that; they did other things. So where do you want to start? The dislikes or the likes? Actually, you know what? Let's start off on the likes.
Okay.
So, the Dominion War, the DS9 reference.
Yep.
I need more, because I've always said this, and I'm reserving judgment until the final episode of Discovery. But DS9 is the best Star Trek series ever made.
100%.
Discovery, especially early on, I was like, oh, it might be Discovery,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But like I say, I don't know how it's going to end. It's coming to not necessarily an abrupt end, but it's coming to an end prematurely. So I'll have to wait and see. But the DS9 references there. We need more DS9. We actually met. Dang, you should have been ready.
I have it right here.
All right, get it.
I have it.
Get it.
I'm moving, people.
Look who we met from DS9.
Can you see it? Because I can't see what I'm...
Up. Andrew Robinson. Garrick. Especially the lies. We met him a few weeks ago. And unfortunately, I guess I got breaking news. It's not really breaking news. I asked him to, blink twice or, if there was going to be a DS9 reboot. He just hung his head and said, I wish.
Yep.
So
do we.
Yeah. So I it's not like there's no hope left, and he could have just been lying. He could have been giving me one of those Kardashian, especially the lies moments.
That's
so anyway,
true.
That's what I liked. I heard Dominion War, makes me think of DS9. I need some more DS9 references in my current Star Trek.
Okay. I'll start off small here on my likes.
Okay.
I was happy to see Reno. I forget her first name, but I really like Reno. The lady who was like, "Oh, I'm worried about them."
Oh, okay. No, what's funny? I was gonna put her on, but I decided not to, so I didn't look up her name. I'm starting to think, is she a ghost or something?
I know,
because it's just like
she randomly disappears.
And you just pop up out the blue
and then just disappears. Yep. But I really like her.
So I like her character on the show.
Yeah.
It's just like, why are you not a constant here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a dislike. I mean, it's a complaint to the show, but I'm just happy that she at least showed up.
So the underlying theme here with this particular episode is everybody is learning, right? So I like it hit me when Saru was checked by his fiance. It's like, yo, you don't know what you're talking about. I did this and I did this for this reason and politics and blah blah blah, and there's more to this than blah blah blah. And he was like, yo, my bad. He is the one who normally fully thinks out things. He's the one who always seems to have the answer. So when he was like genuinely like, damn, I messed up and I didn't realize this and I didn't know that, I was like, oh snap. Okay, now let me think deeper about what else is going on in this episode. And everybody's learning. So you got Saru with the politics. You got Captain Raynor with, I guess, friendship. You got Tilly with leadership.
Yes.
Like she said, it goes both ways, right? She's learning from him too. And I'm sure that will come into play at some point. Maybe not in Discovery, but if she still gets her own spinoff, then maybe it will come into effect there with Starfleet Academy. Tall with the long distance relationship with her partner.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to get the wrong terminology.
It's a him. They kept saying him.
It's a him, but
Gray is him.
Gray
Adira is they.
But Adira is they. Okay, with their partner, right? Learning how to deal with long distance relationships.
Yeah.
So everybody's learning in this episode certain things, right? And even the doctor, what's his name? The one that took on the host.
Oh man, I had it right here. I forgot for a minute. Hold on.
Dead dude, right?
Culber. Dr. Culber.
Dr. Dead Culber.
Yeah.
Even him learned something, right? Because he was all ready to go. I can deal with this, right? Because this is what I do. But even he learned some sort of lesson after being, a part of that engagement with a trail, being a trail host temporarily. So I like that.
Speaking of him, so yes, part of the episode was Dr. Culber taking on Jinaal, or I guess Jinaal taking over Dr. Culber, whatever.
Yeah,
I liked his personality. I don't know what it was.
This is not the first time where he kind of went off and did some good acting stuff.
Yeah,
I
was happy with that. He kind of made me laugh.
So the thing that and I could be way off base here. Tell me what you think. One of the main complaints about Discovery is that it's not Star Trek. Star Trek is blah blah blah, more like TNG, more like TOS. Every episode they go to some random planet, random system, random moon, meet some random aliens, right? And do random things, and you never speak of it again. Kind of filler.
Yeah.
That's what people say is wrong with Discovery. We all know what they really don't like about it. That's just a cover up, right?
Yeah.
However, what I'm starting to see and feel with this particular season is that this may be a big FU to all the Discovery haters.
Really?
Check out the first episode. They went to that planet with those people in the desert, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
Never to be seen or talked about it really again, right? Then they went to the moon with the ancient technology there, and blah blah blah, bombs coming out of eyes of large statues and stuff like that. And then you look at this one going to Trill.
Oh yeah,
going through all the rituals, and that's the word I was kind of looking for earlier, the Trill rituals and blah blah blah. So it's like every episode
going somewhere else.
They're doing this exploration.
Yep.
Right. That's what,
and they will in the next one too, I'm sure, because they got the coordinates for the next one.
And we kind of talked about this a couple of weeks ago, maybe. Some of the more popular Star Trek episodes deal with brain teasers, puzzles, things of that nature, right? Smart things. So they're making the whole damn season goddamn puzzles.
Yeah.
With exploration. They're giving you exactly what you said it wasn't.
Yep.
I hope it ends well, because the last time I've seen this, it did not end well. I saw this in She-Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
They specifically did that with the last episode of She-Hulk. Instead of the big CGI battle that everybody claims they're tired of and don't like, they specifically didn't do that and did the total opposite of that and broke down the fourth wall and did all kind of weird stuff.
Yep.
And it was terrible. So I hope they don't butcher this last season by trying to give a big FU and improve a point to the haters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but I do like that they're doing it. I hope it doesn't end badly, but I do like that they're giving a FU to the haters.
Yeah. So
I don't know if you agree with any of that, but that's what I'm getting from it so far.
Yeah, no, I agree. One more thing I didn't like. Oh no, we're on likes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was really cool that I forget what they were called, like the Predators, as we called. They were kind of.
Oh yeah.
They could cloak. Yeah. I was just like, that is so cool.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty dope.
I mean, it's not cool if you're getting attacked by them, but it was pretty cool to see.
No. So some of the dislikes. So speaking of the riddles and puzzles, it's too much. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So now you have riddles and puzzles inside of riddles and puzzles. The whole thing is a puzzle.
Yeah.
And then you go to the planet and you have to go through another test.
Yeah.
Which also is, well, you gotta solve a riddle before you can even go down and take the test to get a piece of the puzzle to solve the other puzzle. It's too much. Like, I'm not enjoying that aspect of it at all.
Yeah. Let's see. I didn't hate this episode, but I didn't love it either. I was like, it's okay. You know?
I mean,
I put it under dislike, but it's not a dislike, but it was just, there was something, maybe, and that was it. Maybe that was it. It was just like.
Yeah. I mean, it might've been my favorite episode so far of this season, just because there was less character development and more of just general story.
Yeah.
Right. And the first two episodes were heavy on kind of character development and stuff like that. But another thing I didn't like about this is more endings. There's been like a major breakup every episode. So you had Booker and Michael broke up first episode. You had Captain Raynor and Starfleet broke up in the second episode. Now you had Gray and Adira breaking up here, even though they seemingly got back together, unspoken.
I don't even understand.
Right. And, so the same thing. Gray and Starfleet got back together. And Michael and Booker are not back together, but they're clearly friendly.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting tired of this.
I am not a fan, and I never have been a fan of Gray. I just think that actor is not good at all.
Yeah, not good acting.
It's terrible acting.
Yeah.
He does the same thing. He's always like, like, I can't even do it. It was like every time he talks, he does the same face. I'm just like.
So I was actually glad when it's like, okay, I'm not seeing you every episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it was just like cringeworthy. The acting was so bad. But anyway, I didn't really particularly like seeing.
Oh, Gray. So that was your next dislike?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So my last one is Saru taking a job where he works directly with his fiance.
Yeah.
I was like,
real close. Like real close.
What? Like you're putting things on the table that she has to vote yay or nay against. It's a conflict of interest all day, every day. I don't care what year it is. 3100 or 100. That's a conflict of interest, and that was just very weird to me. It brought an element of drama to the show that was just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Right. And for a decision like that to have been made by seemingly the smarter people on the show, the more logical people on the show, I was like, this is stupid.
Yep.
This was dumb.
Yep. One last thing I will say, you kind of already mentioned it. This is a like and dislike, but I did not like the way that Commander Raynor was acting. I wasn't surprised by it, but I was just like, this is annoying. Like, he's just being so kind of demeaning to people. But I did like, as you've already pointed out, Tilly. Oh yeah.
Not Killy.
Tilly's. There was a Killy.
There is a Killy.
Tilly's leadership. She's grown so much throughout the seasons, and you know.
Well, see, I have the opposite on that. Like, I didn't like it in the moment, but I liked his interaction with the people, the one-on-one sessions he was having with the crew afterwards, when it's very clear, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Like, I only need this much to get to know someone. Her leadership skills were lacking. And it showed when she first said permission to speak freely. He didn't acknowledge her, and then she started going off, and then he pointed that out, like, yo, I didn't give you permission to speak freely.
Yeah.
So it's like you had no leadership skills at all. So I don't really think her telling off the first officer, even though she doesn't work on that ship, is leadership skills. It's something else. Like,
yeah,
it might have been the right call, the right thing to do, but the way she went about it, I wouldn't call it leadership. Like, I would not go to like an ensign and be like, this is how you handle a first officer if they're acting crazy. You just yell at them.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
You know,
agreed. But I don't know. I just felt like he needed to be checked a little bit, because when you're in that kind of position, it doesn't matter exactly what you need. You know what I mean? For like morale and everything, you have to you have to take some time.
But like they said, it works both ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, he can learn something from her, and she definitely can learn something from him.
Yeah.
So, anyway, y'all, before we close it out, y'all tell us if y'all like this episode or not.
Yep.
Y'all tell us what you think about Star Trek Discovery Season 5.
All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for listening to ANX Quickcast. If you enjoyed the show, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bells. You'll be the first to know when we release new episodes. See you next week.
Cool videos all around me, or all around you.